Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 51 of Gaming with Glare. This week's episode is going to be a shorter form video. I've already recorded a gameplay segment and a deck tech segment, so if you want to just see the gameplay, skip to about minute 1. And if you just want to see the deck tech, do go ahead and skip to about minute 6. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check me out. I'm on Twitter, twitter.com/glare_hs, twitch.tv. I'm live nightly from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. twitch.tv/glare. This is very polarizing. Pillager Rogue is bad for us, Miracle Rogue is bad for us, and Pirate Rogue is free. So we want the Darkglare with 1 backfire, and I'm going to keep Shadowblade Slinger because it's nutty in the Pirate Rogue matchup. And you can definitely lose if you're aggressively backfiring, and like if we find Ray's dead, like it can just be good to have that Shadowblade Slinger as a clear. Neophyte could be good if he's not playing Pirates. I'm just feeling like he's not. He'd probably just spam the card. Oh, maybe. Wayfighter. Okay. Alright, so in this matchup, we're looking for healing and Sun Fury Protector, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to tap next turn and play a Shadowblade Slinger. So coin tap and then Shadowblade Slinger. I could also coin backfire or just tap. Depends how scary his board is, right? We need to stay ahead of him. It's ahead of his curve, right? We need to have either healing or enough health somehow that we don't die to his like turn 4 wide board. I think we coined backfire here. He didn't do very much. Yeah, we coined back. Ew, never mind. Need to find Drain Soul, so maybe I do have to coin backfire. I think I do. I don't like it, but I think it's necessary. Yeah, I find Drain Soul. So now we can, now all we need is to survive and then to find Molten Giant to taunt, and then we win. This could be a really good demonstration of how the deck functions if we find Molten Giant here. It is only turn 3, which is unfortunate, but yeah, this might be a loss. Might be a win, might be a loss. We'll see. If we top deck a Molten Giant, we probably win. Because yeah, he set us to exactly to 9 now. If we had Molten Giants, we were actually really favored. Okay, we can heal out of range of some of his stuff. So we go Drain Soul on this because it's a cannon, and then touch the Nathrazine, and we have to kill the 3/1 because it's more damage, right? Prevent the most damage that way. I think the wind is whipping outside. I hear, you guys might hear that, you might not, but I think that's the wind outside. It's winter where I live, so just gotta find the Molten Giant and we're fine. I could taunt like Tour Guide and Shadowblade Slinger, depending what I get. I don't think I'm playing Darkglare. If I find Ray's dead, I may, but we don't have anything in the Ray's dead yet. This game was not good. Oh, we found Broomstick. Awesome. Okay, so we go Tour Guide, tap. On the Molten Giant, that's huge. We go Molten Giant. Okay, so how are we winning this? We've taken 2 damage. So I think we want to go Sun Fury on both of these minions. He's got 1 attack on his dagger. We have to broom, right? There's no way. I'm not brooming here. So broom, trade here. Trade here. Trade here. And then he's probably losing from here. If we find the other Drain Soul or the other touch, because we have Tamsin, I think we just win. There's a lesson not giving up, guys. He could have Puffer Fist, which would be very bad. That's the 3 mana 3/3. So Captain's completely fine. He kills off the 1/1. We get to trade our. Why is that killing that? There's no way that's correct. What? Okay, that was weird. Now I win if I find PO, right? Or I guess I need 2 PO. PO, so I can tap into PO, but I don't have the mana. Okay, we won. That is a good top deck right there. It's an excellent top deck. Game's over. I'm going to push face here. He has to deal with my 8-5. I'm on the offensive here, not the defensive. We've stabilized and we've won the game. What a ridiculous game, right? Like, he played well. I mean, maybe setting me to 9 wasn't right, but I didn't have the Molten Giant on that turn, so. So he trades, he wants to hero power that, but he dies if he does. There's no way you attack here. Okay, GG. An important skill that I've picked up is you PO the least impactful minion, because I'll be playing for hours, and at the end of a session I'll be like exhausted and I'll misplay and like miscount or something, and then say I put it on the giant and I miscount and the giant dies because PO kills it at the end of my turn. It's bad. Right, so you guys have sought out my channel. You've sought out a video about Darkglare within my channel. I'm going to go ahead and assume you know a little bit about the deck, and instead of explaining how the deck works, I'm going to talk broadly about matchup, decks you're going to want to beat in the metagame currently, and a little bit about the deck tech, so reasons I chose to put in, say, 1 Cult Neophyte and a Sun Fury Protector, why I run Zeph Darkglare, stuff like that. I won't necessarily cover all of those things that I just listed, but I'll cover the most relevant pieces. Zeph Darkglare really relies on Zephyrs in the late game. It's our win condition against, say, like a Reno deck. Reno has come back a lot in Wild recently, and that beats the aggro stuff. Fortunately for us, with a good draw, we can beat the Reno stuff. For example, we tempo a bunch of giants and empty our deck, tempo a bunch of giants, they stick, we play Zephyrus, they don't have an ice block anymore, right? Like, that's a pretty common occurrence, and you're drawing most of your deck by turn 7, so Zeph is usually active by 7, 8, or 9, and against control decks, that is very, very good. Zeph can be a clear, Zeph can be a buff, Zeph can give, like, Wind Fury, it can be Flare to beat people playing, secret decks, whether it's Ice Block or just Secret Mage. Another inclusion I put in this deck, this version, is 1 Sun Fury. So the Sun Fury is a hard win condition against, specifically Rogue, Pirate Rogue, but it also really, really works well against Secret Mage. So Secret Mage is a board-based deck with a bunch of burn in the end game. And if you can block their board, then their burn doesn't do enough damage to kill you, right? If you're on 15 health and you play a Sun Fury on 2 giants, they lose. End of story. The Neophyte is in the deck for, a couple of reasons. One of them being that Big Priest is pretty common. So Big Priest, you can play the Neophyte on turn 5 into their turn 6, or on turn 4 into their turn 5, if they've played a palm reading. There's not much you can do about the Illuminate shenanigans, but we're going to pretend that's not a thing, because we kind of just lose to that, unless we draw extremely well. And then, beyond that, it's a Tamsin deck. You have Tamsin, Power Overwhelming, Zephyrus, Wind Fury for, I think it's 10 mana. And that's a lot of damage. Like, double PO turns into 4 POs with Tamsin. Whatever. Tamsin's good. And we're not running Lothab, which is a choice that I've made because I'm trying to be a tempo deck. I'm trying not to... trying to win early if I can, and then if I need to win late, I have the Tamsin and the Zephyrs to help with that. And a low roll from Big Priest actually loses to us without us needing Lothab. So the Lothab, to me, is a tech against control, and we don't need that right now. I'd rather run Neophyte in its place. Little combos you might not be aware of. Cheaty Ankle Biter, target your own face, lets you play the Flesh Giants a lot faster. Cheaty Ankle Biter, Broomstick, Cheaty your own face, and then Broomstick reduces the Flesh Giants by 3. So on turn 3, you can have the Flesh Giants cost 7. Say you then raise dead on exactly Cheaty and Broomstick. Cheaty Broomstick gives you another 3 reductions on the Flesh Giant, and then the Raised Dead gave you another reduction, so you're on, what, 3 costed Flesh Giant? Then on turn 4, you life tap, and then Flesh Giant costs 2, and you won you won the game if you're going against an aggro deck. If it's a control deck, like there is some control and some Reno in the metagame right now, but if you're going against an aggro deck and you can just jam a Flesh Giant, especially a Flesh Giant and a Sun Fury, or like they deal a lot of damage, you play Molten Giant and Sun Fury, it's very, very good. So the Sun Fury is a anti-aggro tech that is kind of reasonable. I think it's probably the card I would cut first if there was a big meta shift, because it doesn't really do much against control. So yeah. You guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the replies, or rather comments section to this video, and I'll take a look at them and answer the ones that I